Well, Tony, another big game. How much of a boost psychologically for the team was it to sort of beat one of the teams around you, and obviously coming from behind at the same time as well?
Yeah, it was good performance. I thought we really deserved to get our victory last week. But obviously now you move on. The next game is the most important game, and you know, we're playing a team that has been up there nearly all of the season. We've got some very, very experienced players, good squad of players. You know, Gary's done a great job to keep it going there, so we know it's going to be a tough game.
Does it help, though, to beat one of the teams around you ahead of another game against one of the teams around you?
I'll let you know after the game. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know, everything is not fixed in life, and especially football life. So, you know, I hope it gives them the confidence to go there and give it their best. And as I've said all along, you know, there's so many variables in winning a game of football. You can play really well and don't get the breaks. Sometimes you can play really poorly and get the breaks and win games. So we just hope that God's are smiling with us and that we put a performance in that we're happy with.
And knowing you as little as I do, but I would imagine you're not taking too much comfort from the fact that they've lost to both Sunderland and Burton, the bottom two clubs.
No, not at all. As I've said before, you know, this league, you've got to turn up every week. If you don't turn up, then you won't get results. And you've just mentioned two clubs who have beaten Derby, who most probably turned up that day, and Derby maybe didn't. But they've got some top players, and we know it'll be a difficult game.
I know the next game's always the most important, but I mean, Derby fans will look at the times where they've been there or thereabouts and perhaps bottled it towards the end of the season. I mean, can you take advantage of a nervous start from them?
No, I'm more concerned about what we do. I think you know, we've talked now about Derby, but it's about what Middlesbrough do, and it's about what we do when we get the ball, when we haven't got the ball, and we've been working on it this week. The conditions will be a little bit different to what they've been if we still maintain this good weather. So you know, there's all sorts of things that come into play, and we've got to make sure that we're correct in everything that we do in respect to the preparation for the players.
Just looking at the injury front, obviously a lot of fans will be interested in Patrick Bamford. What's the latest situation with him?
I don't think Patrick will make it. I don't think we'll take that risk, which is disappointing for us. But having said that, now it gives Britt the opportunity and the chance to, you know, to play. And fingers crossed, you know, he'll come to the party and show what he's really worth.
Any other particular problems?
No, we've had one or two little knocks, and Nigel, Stewart and Gibbo have not trained all week because they've had little knocks. But we're hoping and praying that they'll be okay for Saturday. And
presumably part of your thinking is that there might be not just 2 more games after this one, but you know, another 3. So you've got to take that into account. 2
games after which one? The only one I'm concerned about is Derby.
But I mean, you know, hypothetically.
Derby. I'm not concerned about who's coming up or who's not coming up. The most important thing is to focus on what you can affect. And the only thing we can affect at this present moment is preparing ourselves for that game Saturday.
And of course building momentum, because that's the team with momentum. If you did get to the playoffs, that can be such a boost, can't it?
Saturday's game, massive.
Chris?
Tony, has that been your mantra with the players this week as well? You know, one game at a time, don't get carried away?
I think it has been always in my career. I think that I've been in it such a long time, and as I've said, there's so many variables that can happen in the game. Get players sent off, change the game completely. You can get bad decisions go against you. It's all sorts of things that can happen. Sometimes your players are right on it, other times they're not. You know, we're dealing with human beings, and we're dealing with a game that can fluctuate from one end of the scale to the other end of the scale. So we've just got to make sure that we are properly prepared and that we go in there and we do our utmost to get these players in the right frame of mind.
As a football manager, is it arguably at this stage of the season where you earn your money, you know?
I'm not so sure about that. You ask the Wolves manager, he's most probably saying that the previous games is where he's earned his money. He can relax now. It's all according to where you are in the league and what you're up to. The most important thing is that you never focus or you never take your focus away from what is important. And like I say, the most important thing is that game Saturday.
Would it be a disaster for Middlesbrough if they didn't finish the season in the playoff spots?
We'll see what happens at the end of the season. Again, we're talking about something we don't know nothing about yet.
I mean, the chairman said at the start of the season, you know, he expected the team to smash the championship.
Yeah, it was a lot of money spent. And I think Steve had high expectations that they would do that. Obviously, I'm here because that never happened. So, you know, we'll like I say, let's see where we go the next game, and then the game after that, and then the game after that, and whatever the next games are after that.
Obviously, it's Derby this weekend. They blow hot and cold, but you'll be aware of just how good they can be on a good day.
Like I say, we're Friday now, and it's all about Middlesbrough. You know, we won't be talking too much about Derby. We'll be talking about what we can do, how we try and do it, and be really positive with the with everything, the preparation, everything we do off the pitch and on the pitch will be in a positive frame of mind for the players.
Just last one from me, from colleagues in London. Arsene Wenger has announced he's sort of stepping down at the end of the season. Your reaction to that?
Well, I think Wenger's been an absolute, and will be, you know, more so now that now he's decided to leave Arsenal. You know, a legend that will always rank as, you know, he'll be up with Herbert Chapman and the likes. Not only was he very, very successful, you know, he's had one of the great teams. The Invincibles were one of the great teams of English football. But I think people have heard different comments about the football and everything else. I think people forget that what Wenger has done as well over the past 8 and 9 years, to build a brand new stadium, to build a brand new training ground, and to keep the club in profit over that period of time. And I know the supporters want to win and win and win and win, but he's built that football club on a very, very solid basis with good principles. And I think not only should he be admired for the way he's managed his teams, but also admired by the way he's managed that football club, both on and off the pitch. And that's a great lesson, I think, for everybody.
Just on that, Tony, I mean, do you think that even those Arsenal fans who've been disappointed in recent seasons, perhaps wanted him out, do you think they'll all come together and appreciate what he's achieved over those 20 years? Of
course. I'll be very, very surprised now that obviously the die has been cast, that anybody would wish any ill on Arsene. Anybody who's been connected to the football club as a supporter, coaching staff or whatever, I don't think anybody will see anything but great joy in his time at the football club.